Hi friends, how are you today? Nice to have you here with me again. Thank you for clicking. You are watching KG and you are sitting with me on KG's Corner. It's been a great week, holidays, and I'm sure that we are all feeling well rested, hopefully so. And many of us have gone back to work, some of us are still working from home. Anyway, I just decided to make a video today about something that makes me very sad, but it's how the world is. That is religion, and the reason why I am not religious. I've actually been I was born a Christian in a Christian household, and the Christianity that my family practiced and still practices up to today is an offshoot of Christianity called the Jehovah's Witnesses. Christianity has many offshoots, which are Baptist, Pentecostal, Roman Catholic. There are many, but also in the under the Christian umbrella, there's a division. Okay, maybe let me step back. The reason why I'm not religious is because religion is very dividing. It divides humanity and prescribes a certain way of being that can actually become unnatural, in the sense that we are born with no religion. Really, we are just born, and then we learn religions. Religion is something that we learn as we grow. Otherwise, we are not born religious. We are born of the Creator. We are created, we are part of creation. Take away man-made structures and you leave man of nature, of the land, of the earth, like the rest of creation. So we are all really creation, and we own our allegiance to the Creator who created us. If there's anything that we should worship, is creation and the source of creation, because we are creation. That's actually what I've actually taken away from my many years of searching, because I have actually searched. I was very conflicted at some point in my life. As a teenager, I was born as a Jehovah's Witness, and which is an offshoot of Christianity. And what made me uncomfortable as a child, maybe around 13, because I used to read a lot. I was a nerd, so to speak. I was a nerd, and I used to read. When a child starts reading, a different world opens up, a different understanding opens up. You don't see things the way that your parents tell you that things are this way. But when you have a whole world of reading, of books open to you, then you start seeing differently. And when you ask your parents or your guardians why things are a certain way, because then your brain is open, your mind is open, you get knowledge that is way beyond what the Bible teaches. You get to understand where the Bible, the history of the Bible. As a kid, if you read a lot, you get to understand the history of the Bible, that it was actually translated from scrolls that were found, and through the years it has been watered down to fit some political agendas. That is true. So if you do research on the Bible, you'll realize that there are so many additions, so many edits, that when a person says that The Bible is the Word of God. If you've actually studied the history of the origin of the Bible, then you realize that that is debatable. I don't want to say that that's not true, but that is actually debatable. So, backstory. There are four major religions out there, which is Christianity, Islam, Judaism, and Buddhism. There's Hinduism, but Hinduism is mostly in India. So I'm going to just talk about the two most world-renowned religions, with the Judaism, Hinduism, and Buddhism being out there. But the two major religions being Christianity and Islam, say for the person who prescribes or subscribes to these religions, if you just research what religion has done throughout history, you realize that it's nothing to be proud of. It's sad, but and this, I just want you to understand that this is my personal take. It has nothing to do with you. I'm just here to say that I don't subscribe to religion, and the reason why I don't, and also this is a catalyst to open up this conversation, because I realize that people are very cautious when it comes to questioning religion, their own religion. You understand? It's just a matter of going to church, worshiping, and being a good person and praying, and there's nothing wrong with these things. You understand? I mean, praying to God is what we should do. For me, I don't say God, although interchangeably I would say, just if I'm with people who subscribe to the term God, but I subscribe to the term the Creator. The Creator created creation. So we are all creation. We are all of the Creator, and deep inside of us is the essence of the Creator. And I'm running away from saying that we are creation. We are, when you fully understand who you are, then you understand who you are. I don't want to tell you this. You can go and research who you are. You are of the Creator. When you understand yourself, then you understand who you are. And then when you understand who you are, then you understand who you are praying to. Because the Creator is not outside there. The Creator is inside us. And when we pray, we are praying to this source that is inside of us, that makes the magic, that makes everything be. So yes, the Creator, you can say God. We are everything outside of us is God made creation, and we are God made, and we are inside of us. And then inside of us, if we grow that now, because the seed was not always the small, the seed of the Creator, the seed that is God inside of us, was not as minuscule as it is now. It is actually the biggest part of us. So if we focus on that big part of us, the essence of us, if we feed that essence every day, then we realize that we are more that essence inside of us, as opposed to being of that essence. We are that essence and not of that essence. The word, the of falls away. Yes. So anyway, the premise of my chat today is just to say the reason why I am not religious, and having grown up within a family that was highly religious. And as a child, as I mentioned earlier, like I was reading, not necessarily researching religions, but reading about philosophy, reading about historians, reading like biographies, and that uh, created a hunger for knowing more, you know, and through having that hunger to know more. I think I was 15 when my grandmother used to force us to go to church on Sunday, and I just couldn't. I couldn't do it because it just didn't make sense. And I remember one day having a conversation with my grandfather saying, you know, I don't know what we were talking about, and I was like, and I was a teenager, and I don't know, I think we were talking about God and the Bible or something like that, and I sort of said, but the philosophers have actually a different viewpoint. And that's when he shut me down, saying, when the Bible is the only source of information about God, the Creator, and as Christians, the Jehovah's Witness offshoot, we are the only chosen people by God. You understand? And when we die, we go to paradise, and then there's a whole history. There's a whole story about this, but it's not only then. As my mind opened up about Christianity, I'm laughing. It's not funny. I'm just like, I'm amazed at how far the story, the background of the reason why I'm not religious. And I remember when being told that only that Christian offshoot has the right to a direct has a direct line to God, as a chosen people, for God's chosen. And then, to me, I mean, I was reading about the Dalai Lama, Mother Teresa, and the other good people in the world, and I was saying to my grandfather, surely God loves us all. I mean, these good people, does it mean that they will go to there's another variation of hell for Jehovah's Witness? They will die, they will something I forgot about. I know there's no hell for the Jehovah's Witness. There's another. They will be destroyed in the fire or something. So I couldn't believe. And then, to my amazement, what about the people in China who are not Christian? What about the people in India? What about there's the rest of the world at that time, up until now? I mean, if there's 8 billion people in the world, surely not all 8 billion people are Christian, because Christian is from the West. It's a Western concept, you understand? So missionaries went around the world to convert people to become Christians. So what about maybe let's say there are 2 billion Christians in the world, and that's too much, right? That's a lot. So let's say there are 2 billion people in the world. That means that 6 billion people are going to hell and damnation. For any of you out there, I'm not saying it lacks intelligence, because religion is based on faith, and Islam as well. I mean, let's say Islam, there's 1 billion Muslims. That means 7 billion Muslims will go to wherever the Islamic religion say people who don't worship Allah go to. And also Judaism. Well, Judaism is another a religion that is full of contention. You know, there are black Jews and there are white Jews, and both these Jews really believe that they are chosen. And then you have all the wars that have been fought in the name of religion. And when you know that the Creator is all about love, and this for me is just like the tip of the iceberg of the reason why I am not religious, and I don't think I will ever be. I've tried being a born-again Christian after, you know, like for 3 years at some point in my life, and I was really, you know, my life is about living fully and understanding fully before I can say I am that, and which is why I've stayed out of boxes and labels. And during those 3 years, I traveled to the most the most famous place that for religious, not the most famous place, but I followed 3 of the major leaders, religious leaders, those offshoots of Christianity. I studied Hebrew Israelite religion, and all of them. And I mean, I've never been into Islam. I've researched Hinduism. I've researched Buddhism. And for me, I've always come back to when my parents made me. It was not a religious experience. It was an experience that it was they conceived me of the Creator. You understand? Creation needed this being to be in order to fulfill itself, and my parents came together to create me. And in creating me, like all of us, there was no pastor, there was no rabbi, there was no imam, there was no monk or, you know, guru that was conducting an orchestra for your creation. So Creator created you, created me. The Creator created creation, that is you and me, and we owe our allegiance. This is my personal take, mind you. We owe our allegiance to the Creator that created us. The Bible, the Quran, I forget what the Jews call their book. You had to learn to read that book. You understand? You had to learn a language to read that book. And in order for one to worship the Creator from those books, you need to come out of yourself. This is by no means bashing religion. This is my personal take. So when you watch this, understand that this is where I'm coming from. You and I are made in the image of the Creator, and that image is not a physical image. All right, you can actually research yourself about this. And also the Creator is about love. Why do I say love? Because love is what unites us. It's not any other force that unites us. It allows us to break the barriers that have been created to divide us. And that is why I've just come here to say, for me, love has actually done that. It has actually made me love my family in spite of the fact that I'm a black sheep. I've decided to say what I'm saying. I've decided to love people of many shades as one, because the Creator is one. I've decided to love creation because it is kin to me. We are creation. Nature is my kin. just as my brother, who is physically exactly like me, is my kin. And when one extends oneself in that way, then the titles, the boxes, the labels, they fall away, because it allows you to relate on a more, I don't want to say spiritual level, because that also divides. If I say spiritual, if you dig deeply, you find that now if I say spiritual, that means I'm highly spiritual, and that person is not spiritual, therefore they are not, you understand? So just being as beings that were created by the mighty creator, who is able to play this game on us and still love us and still want us to find the source of who is this mastermind who is making this play go on and on, in spite of all the pain, of all the turmoils that we experience in the world, and we can still smile and love. I know this video was all over the place, but I just thought to come through and just chat my mind to you about why I'm not religious, and why I don't think religion is a uniting force behind everything that is happening in the world today. All right, great to be here, great to have you, and I wish you a beautiful day, a beautiful week further. And this is just another chat from me to you, to open a conversation that is not mainstream about something that is mainstream, and actually just say you can question. I know religions and most pastors would actually discourage any research on this matter, but I would actually encourage you to be very cognizant of what you are worshipping, and just research, you know, and just not be afraid. If religion is what I've realized is religion, all the ones that I've named, there's a fear factor. If you are not Christian, then you're going to go to hell. If you are not Muslim, there's another damnation. If you're not Jewish, there's a damnation. If you're not Hindu, you're going to come back as something else. And if you're not Buddhist and you do this, you're going to come back as something more abominable, you know. So I'm just saying, let's be free. We've spent 2 years under lock and key. Let's just research, just be there. What we've been told, just dare it, look at it straight in the eye and research it, and then come back and look at it again, and you'll be freer for it. It's not an easy path. You'll be ostracized, you won't have friends, too many friends, you know, because you look at things deeply, and those that don't serve you, you lose, and those that serve you, you keep. And I think it's more authentic that way. Life is more authentic if you live fully, and you question fully, and whatever you embrace fully, and whatever you love fully, because you understand what it is, until you find out that maybe it's much bigger, it's much greater than what you've been thinking it was. Or you change your mind about it and you try something else, and that is allowed. Let's be free to experience ourselves as the creators that we are. Once again, I say to you, it was a pleasure, and please don't forget to like my video, comment, subscribe if you will, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. And yes, please love, 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 love those around you, and forgive those who have actually hurt and offended you, and just keep it moving in a beautiful way. Create your own song that is harmonious with those around you. And lastly, remember to research everything that you hear, or that you read, or that you've taken as your own, before you reap the negative aspect of it. All right, it was a pleasure once again. Thank you so much. I love you, and remember that you are great. You are the greatest. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye.